Liverpool finding form in the nick of time in what would be probably their most important week of the season yet against Real Madrid. Hello, everybody. We're back again. Another classic episode of Ball IQ. Nelson, Chelsea fan.
Tolu, Real Madrid fan.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I was bummed about today.
Yeah, man. I was bummed too. It was a flat Real Madrid that we saw. Especially surprising, especially how the form they were in coming to the game.
Yeah. It was almost as like watching a car that you knew could get to gear 4, gear 5, and we've seen it from this side, especially at Anfield, some really special nights, just stalling, couldn't get out of their own gates.
Yeah.
Especially looking at what Vinny was able to produce, but I don't want to steal the mic from you. I know you've got plenty on your heart about this one.
I do have plenty on my heart about this one. And we'll go to the board to discuss what we saw. Real Madrid they played the same formation as they did against Barcelona, where they back for Valverde, Militao, Huijsen, who had a shocker of a game, and Alex Carreras. They did a double pivot of Tchouaméni and Arda this time. Camavinga as the right mid, Jude as the 10, Vini as the left forward, Mbappe up top, and Liverpool did their traditional 4-3-3 with Van Dijk and Konate, Conor Bradley, which was a surprise start, Robertson, which was also a surprise start, Verts, another surprise start as the left winger, Maka, Zobo, who has been Liverpool's player of the season thus far, in my opinion, Gravenberch, and Hugo Ekitike. And Salah played. I don't know if you remember. He actually played. I don't know what's going on there. But I think that Liverpool played the perfect game plan where they, soak in pressure and then hit Real Madrid on a counter. So Real Madrid are not... they usually try and build with Tchouaméni, who kind of dictates the tempo and where they go. He's trying to. He kind of helps us feel the Cruz, hole. But he's not obviously Cruz. But he's a very, 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 very good player. I think Liverpool's shape of just sitting in and drawing, Arda wants to get involved here, and it's just like this 3. And drawing the pressure and then breaking. I think a lot of times Huijsen, who is usually good on the ball, was not very good passing. Kudos to Liverpool, blocking the passing channels and stuff. Mm-hmm. Vinny got a couple 1v1s off against Conor Bradley, but Conor Bradley had yet another great performance. Last year, when Liverpool beat us 2-0 at Anfield, he locked Mbappe, and this time he locked Vinny. Surprising that he hasn't been playing regularly and plays this game and does what he does. It's crazy. But again, just capitalizing on the counter against us. A couple bad challenges from Huijsen, giving the ball away. Same with Carreras as well, or they're just countering us and playing on the set pieces as well, and as they should. They did it very, very well. I think Konate and Van Dijk had a easy day because Mbappe is not occupying them in any way, shape, or form. The thing about it is when you play a team that plays this deep, that's the more you need your number 9 to just try and start isolate one defender and run into channels. But Mbappe was falling deep all the time to try and receive the ball. He's falling back to those bad habits again where he gets frustrated and just goes to receive the ball. Some unnecessarily dribbles that I saw. The only person that can hang his head up is
Thibaut.
Your favorite guy.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about Thibaut Courtois is, as much as I don't like the way that he left my club, I can't ever say a word bad about his ability to drop. I mean, That was a man of the match performance.
For sure.
I believe he got. Did he win?
I don't know who won. I switched it off. I was like,
Looking at the SOFA score, he obviously is the highest rated player, but I don't think it's it's difficult to get the man of the match on a losing team. I've seen get it before.
Every Champions League. I mean, the World Cup final. Messi got in a World Cup final that he lost against Germany.
Yeah, for sure. So it does happen, but
Yeah.
a couple of things I noticed as a third party, just watching. Valverde starting right back obviously kind of stuck out to me.
Yeah.
You sign, you get Trent. This would be the match. I think Thierry Henry mentioned that in the post game. This would be the match that you dream about as a player, a former Liverpool player. You come back to play in this type of Champions League match.
For Real Madrid.
I mean, that's like under Xabi Alonso, who also did the switch.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of like, damn, I don't know. I was looking forward to that.
To be fair, he hasn't kicked the ball in.
I think they said 7 weeks.
7 weeks. You're not going to go to Anfield and kick the ball for the first time.
Yeah, but penny for the thoughts of it. For Trent, I'm sure for those 75 minutes before he was asked to warm up and play his cameo role, come in. But that kind of stuck out to me. In terms of the decision making that I saw Vinicius make against Connor Bradley, it seems a little bit. Again, this is something that was discussed by the pundits, but it seemed a little bit too much. He was trying to do too much.
He was trying to do too much. I agree.
It's too flashy. I think Henry said running into space.
Yeah, running into space.
It's also sexy.
Yeah.
Do all these leg step overs. Like, that's cool. But if you're fast,
just take him on. Yeah, I think he tried that early in the game and saw that Conor Bradley is also rapid, and he was trying to rely on his skill. What I think is
he is rapid. That's a good point.
Yeah, what I think is when he got the ball 1v1, obviously Alex Herrera will make like runs here just to leave him 1v1 to cook. Mbappe is usually like right there.
Yeah.
And it's Jude that makes try and make some runs. The forward passes that I saw Vinny tried to make, off the top of my head, were to Jude. The one chance that Mamardashvili saved was Vinny getting the ball here and finding Jude in that same pocket. And Mbappe just stays out wide. Yeah. In fact, there was another chance when Vinny was here, right? And he played, the square ball to Mbappe, and Mbappe's kind of sliced it. I think that was his closest chance, Mbappe. But Vinny is the most effective when he has one option. Because when he gets the ball, he gets doubled every time.
Yeah.
So you need somebody behind to kind of make the run. If you do that, he will pass the ball.
Right.
That's one thing about Vinny. He will pass the ball. Yeah. And I think, before you speak, another thing that played into Liverpool's hand is they were playing in build-up. They pushed Robertson up and played with a back three because they know that Vinny will stay here. And it played into their hands because these two weren't occupied by Mbappe all the time at all. And he would just stay with Vinny. And when he needed help, this guy came and Van Dijk slid. Mbappe wasn't trying to make a run, far post, nothing. So everybody's just looking at Vinny to cook.
Yeah. It seemed like I was getting early career Vinny vibes.
Yeah.
Like that type of performance, and also like a Jeremy Doku at times. Tentative, and that's what Micah said. He was like, the word, never mind. But it was, it was tentative. He was sitting on the ball way too much and not decisive enough, not really confident. And then what I saw from Mbappe is I didn't see him not as centrally as I like.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel like for a 9,
he was
we need you in the channel. We need you to be the option to just play that final pass in for Vinicius.
Yeah.
It just seemed like he was trying to do. I'd love to take a peek at the heat.
He's mad. That's what I was trying to pull up to
Yeah, let's see here.
Match heat map. You see? You see right there.
It's all down.
All right here.
And it was almost as if I watched him get ushered to the left side of the goal.
Yeah, every single time. Like, look.
He ran out of real estate because he started in the wrong position initially when he received the ball. So, you know, both teams with teething issues still in terms
Yeah.
of getting those new pieces implemented into their side. I thought it was interesting that Liverpool has kind of, I mean, Florian Wirtz played very well tonight, but by and large, what we saw, especially, I think, I don't think Wirtz started this past weekend against Villa.
I don't think so either.
What I noticed about that game was that it seemed like Liverpool was like, okay, we got all these nice shiny things, but they're not making us like better right now. So
Yeah.
let's just play authentically our
Liverpool,
style.
yeah.
What we know works.
Yeah.
And implement, bring those things on, bring those players on as the game matures and we find our footing instead of trying to do so much so early that's new. And
Yeah.
I think, that's how you build an identity. You build from there. And this was a big 4 day turnaround for Pool.
Yeah, big. We'll see how if they kick on from that result, especially against Real Madrid. I think, and again, like they were above average. I think most of the chances were Real Madrid's own doing. Again, like I said, Dean Huijsen not taking care of the ball well, and they breaking us on the counter. They did a Real Madrid to us because usually in big games we are comfortable without the ball, and then that's how Vinny has spaces to attack, and Mbappe same thing. Look at the Clasico, like you're playing against a ball dominant team as like Barca who would try and press and try and dominate the ball, and when you get the turnover, that's where you look for spaces. That's what Liverpool did to us today, and it was frustrating to watch. It could have been worse if not for Thibaut, of course.
I mean, that game should have been, I think that
3-0
was
at least.
Well, again, one of the commentators mentioned that this was probably, he was like, I live in England. I watch Liverpool every week in and week out. It's probably the best I've seen them play all season.
Yeah.
And, there's a lot of truth in that. But I also think Real Madrid did not show up.
They did not show up.
And Huijsen looked
Deer in headlights.
this
is the second time.
Diminutive, like a child, like he got not schooled, but just kind of out of his depth.
Yes, 100%.
Like
100% agree.
It's almost like this is Prem. I'm not saying the Prem is better, but we understand you because you came from our league.
No, but to be fair though, to I guess La Liga, he had that same moment against Atletico, excuse me, not Athletic.
No, I didn't mean watchers at home. Most importantly, you. I don't think it means welcome to the Prem or anything like that. I just think, that's a different level. I just think it was just like they know how to play him. Because I think there was a couple of moments of madness that Dean had. Was he Bournemouth before?
Yeah, Bournemouth.
Like he was great. He had a great season. But there are a couple of moments where he kind of got his chain snatched. I think that kind of he's a young lad. So
yeah, he will learn for sure. Obviously, talent is there. I think you explained it perfectly. I think he was just like, whoa.
Yeah.
Do I have to take extra touch? Like he overthought everything. He didn't let it flow. But yeah, I think those were the things that contributed to us. I don't think we know how to, against big teams, when we are the dominant, ball dominant team against big teams, we don't have the squad, or the 9 to break them down.
That's crazy.
Think about Vinny's best season. I don't know if you saw the stat. I think from that Benzema year, I think the Benzema year where we won the Champions League was the only season where Vinny wasn't top goal scorer and top assist provider for Real Madrid in the Champions League. It was Benzema's top goal scorer, Vinny was top assist. Then every other year up until last season, Vinny was top goal scorer, top assist for Real Madrid, including the season with Mbappe in the Champions League.
Wow.
So, but his best years with Joselu, with Benzema, who Benzema obviously he would roam around here to play, but he goes in, he knows what he's doing. He's a very smart 9. And Mbappe, when he gets frustrated, he just wants to go touch the ball and just try and dribble. Like you, as a 9, like you have to learn how to you might not look at Haaland. You might not touch the ball for a minute.
Yeah.
Do your job here.
Yeah.
Make runs. I bet you if he made a couple runs, then Jude has another space to do secondary runs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
you just got to stay and be patient and confident your chance will come. And,
Yeah.
There's so many seasons that Drogba had that were probably just like so many games rather that he just did not play that well. And
Yeah.
but he was
scored.
He was patient.
just wait.
Just patient and yeah, what we're seeing is a young man who's very frustrated that he's not getting touches
Yeah.
and finishing on the largest stage.
Yeah.
What else did I notice?
Szoboszlai was very good. Couple shots, his assist for.
Yeah, Zobo's been their best player
Yeah,
this
for sure.
season. I think I was very disappointed in the reaction from Madrid after conceding that goal. I expected in the last, and this is something I can say about my like Chelsea did this about 2 weeks ago when we fell behind. I think it was Sunderland, but just the reaction to that type of adversity. You're like, oh, okay, there's the last 20 minutes, 30 minutes of the game. We're gonna really impose ourselves. We're gonna throw men forward or whatever, and it was largely ineffective or rendered moot by, credit maybe to Liverpool's subs. They made some really good subs that neutralized it and kept them in control late on. I mean, even I don't even know how many minutes that poor lad's getting, but Chiesa comes on.
He deserves more. Justice for Chiesa.
Every time he comes on, he's able to. I mean, it's not much like, oh my gaze.
Yeah, but his pace and his appetite.
Yeah.
And he's his intelligence.
Positioning, pace. He's got quality. Can play a pass. And I think when they made a couple of switches, Liverpool did. I think they moved Szoboszlai to I think he was playing a fullback to end the game. I think I'm not positive.
In this game?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't playing fullback. He was playing his 8 position. Conor Bradley was playing. Huh? Yeah, the entire game. Because Conor Bradley played the entire game.
Okay.
So I think what the positions that Szoboszlai was alternating around was either the right 8 and sometimes he was the furthest midfielder as a 10. So he was just roaming around like you can see right there. Yeah.
I think this is what I was talking about. Like I feel like towards the end of the game, he might have and then also what I saw as well that was pretty surprising is, I mean, Salah was tracking back.
He had to
at the end of the game.
Yeah,
in the heat, he was tracking back.
Honestly, Salah is under Klopp, he won't be playing full games of those magnitudes anymore because he didn't deserve to play the full game. I think he did play the full game, right? Yeah, I don't think he deserved to play the full game. Yeah. I mean, again, this is not slander to him. Salah is Salah.
Yeah.
But he's just not Salah right now. Right. He's not Salah right now, and I think that at this point he shouldn't be playing the full game. I think another thing is playing what's his name? Camavinga on the right. Hindsight was a mistake, and I'll tell you why that was a mistake. I think that because they played Camavinga as the right mid, when they had the ball, there was no threat. Camavinga would get the ball and he wants to drive into the midfield and become a right midfielder. Us not having a right winger did cost us, I think, because we're normally heavily reliant on the left, but it became even worse because we don't have anybody that will get to the ball to the right and try and do what Vinny's doing here unsuccessfully, but at least try test this partnership.
Yeah.
And again, I think in hindsight, he was trying to play the thing that worked against Barcelona. I don't think this game needed that, and he should have made that adjustment a little earlier. But to be fair to him, he did make it relatively early. So, but that was definitely another mistake. But anyway, game's gone.
We move.
Yeah,
I'm still learning because this is my first season back in the Champions. How the new the
league
rankings or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think we're still technically Chelsea's in the playoff
Yeah,
position.
yeah.
But we've got FC Karabag on the horizon. That's tomorrow. You know, God willing,
You guys do what you're supposed to do.
Alhamdulillah, whatever you'd like to say, it should happen.
Yeah.
Allah should will it, and yeah, we should move. But
Yep.
that table's big, and I'd love to. We'll get into it, I'm sure.
Yeah,
when we
no,
get a
for
little
sure.
closer, the
So
intricacies of it all.
yeah, the top 8 go automatically. Then 9 till 24th, there's a drawing. You play, you, whoever you're selected to play home and away, to get who the other 8 will go into the round of 16. So
Okay.
8, then from 9 to 24, half of that would come. Then it would now form round of 16. So.
See,
Arsenal are still like leading that. I mean, well, Arsenal and Bayern.
I mean,
They're the
but-
only teams that have won all their games.
that segues into what I wanted to maybe bring up next. That was the next big game today.
Yeah,
Bayern versus Paris
PSG.
Saint-Germain. Injuries. This is, nobody can really be shocked given the campaign that PSG just put themselves through.
Yeah.
Was it worth it? Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. That was their ultimate ambition. That was their biggest trophy. They really wanted to win it.
Suffering from success.
And, I ask myself the same question because we're missing Levi Colwill, we're missing Cole Palmer for extended periods of time, which is dramatically altering our season. I can't, there's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. My only hope is that we get those players back in time to, to reach the heights that we wanted to. As it pertains to PSG, I think Dembele has been
Got hurt again.
definitely hurt. I think Hakimi suffered a very
Bad
vicious injury today.
Months.
We're looking about 2 to 3 months on the side, and he's an incredibly dynamic player for them.
And it's so sad that maybe a couple of weeks ago, Luis Enrique was just saying like Hakimi's so great. We didn't buy a right back because he's so great, and this happens to him.
I mean, he's well, you know what my opinion is. I think the best right back in the world. But now, I think he's. Hakeem. Actually, I'm not gonna say anything right now. So it'd be insensitive to get into that. But Hakeem is a great right back, and I think he's going to change the way that they play. I think for his part in that challenge, what was it, Luis Diaz?
Luis Diaz.
Immediately sent off. But for Bayern to still win,
That's big for company.
like
That's
I don't know,
big for
And
company.
let's just talk about who was it at Bayern who identified,
This guy got relegated from.
that's our guy.
That's our guy.
Going to lead us into the new generation of our club. What? Like, out of whoever did that has got an eye that I do not have.
Yeah.
Because Vincent Company, Burnley was a nice side, organized and whatnot, but they got relegated, and they like, instead of being punished and having to like go to Sweden and go to the lower
Turkey
ranks or something like that, he gets the big cushiony job in Bavaria, and wouldn't you believe it, he's
cooking.
He's cooking. So, but I think to not get too much into that game, I think PSG is, like you said, we're really looking at the fatigue of what was the most dominant side
In Europe.
For a long time.
Very long time.
So, or for a season. I'm not gonna say a long time. It's
Well,
a small.
a season's a long time.
Yeah.
A season's a long time in football.
They beat the
Bricks
brakes
off of everybody but Chelsea.
Yep. Lest we forget.
They beat the brakes off everybody but Chelsea. But yeah, that was Champions League thus far this week. A couple of games coming today, of course. Your Chelsea playing Karabakh, like you said. Man City's playing Dortmund, I believe.
Yeah.
So
Nothing else happened today, really. I mean, Tottenham.
Yeah, Tottenham played.
I saw the game at half. It was like 1-0.
Yeah, they're up 2-0, then got a red card and won 4-0 and missed the
Okay.
penalty.
Okay. Yeah.
Like
1-0 at the at half, and then they
Yeah.
scored 3 second half goals. I'm sure we'll talk about the Prem here in a bit.
Yeah. We'll talk about the Prem for sure.
Just seeing, the Tottenham that I saw this weekend, I didn't think they were going to score a goal
No.
with 300 minutes. So kind of crazy to see 4 hung, but it's Copenhagen.
Yeah, it's Copenhagen. Yeah. Another game that I think will be a sleep. I like looking for these, low-key games that might be bang. Newcastle Athletic Club, I think, will be good. Depending on how fit Iñaki Williams is, will be good.
Yeah, Voltamina,
Voltamade.
is
He's a player.
He's a player. I mean,
He's a player.
yeah,
He's a player.
very coordinated for that big.
Stop.
Yeah.
As a big guy, I reject that statement.
Well, I mean, it's just physics, my G.
Hey, listen.
If you have,
If you have it, you have it. Whether you're tall,
I think if you're tall and you're coordinated, it's one of the more beautiful things you can see on a pitch. But especially because, like I said, the physics, the geometry of it all. But if you are, it does make it a little bit harder, And when you do see somebody who has it, who has a little bit of sauce that they shouldn't have, Peter Crouch.
Who else?
Not Andy Carroll, I'll tell you. But
Who else?
yeah, not Andy Carroll, not.
What's his name? I remember when I was young, back in Surrey, there was this guy that used to call me Hunt. Remember the Hunt, the right back? He was a tall right back. I will pull him up. His name is something Hunt. He was a right back. And he used to call me Hunt. I'm like, Hunt? Please call me Zidane. I'll take Zidane. Do you know how many nicknames I've had? Hunt, Berbatov, Crouch, of course. They call me Berbatov because of how I played up top. I liked, touch, silky kind of thing.
That's awesome.
Then when my midfield days was Yaya, Pogba.
I started playing soccer really seriously like a year or 2 ago, and I've always when I started, I was just like, I just want to be decent, but like in my mind's eye, I always saw myself as a Clarence Seedorf. But I'm no Clarence.
Next. I'm like Clarence Seedorf. Relax. Yeah, but hey, man, why not? One thing I've learned for sure over the last couple months, and just in life, really, is just like talk your stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just power of manifestation, essentially.
Yeah, I have a game this Thursday. I'm gonna be playing goalkeeper, so hopefully they don't call me Onana. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But let's go into the recap. Stop by Spain really quick. I know Real Madrid lost today, but their form continued in Spain. They beat Valencia 4-0. Interesting because it was the game after the Vinny tantrum, and it was at 2 or 3-0. Mbappe was in a hat trick. They got a pen. Vinny took it and missed. Didn't have a good game. He got subbed off and it was fine. But Alex Carrera scored a wonderful goal. But Barcelona are back on winning ways. Villarreal continue to have a good season. They have some good players there. Nicolas Pepe is doing very, very good stuff there. Buchanan's doing good stuff there. Gay is doing good stuff there. And finally, Griezmann scored 200 La Liga goals this weekend. And I just sat on it for a moment. Like, 200 goals in one league is...
prolific. That's what we need to call it. We need to call a spade. I've seen this man in maybe 2, like, not unbeatable, but very, very, very strong La Liga title winning sides in 2 different. No, he didn't win for Atletico.
He didn't win for either. When he was in Barcelona, Atletico, he was a Zlatan.
Dude.
I think that's right up.
That's crazy. Wild if true. Forgive me for being wrong, but it just looks like, I guess, the inverse of years.
Yep. Because he was so close that you would think.
Yeah.
Right? But when he was in Atletico, Barca won, and when he was in Barca.
He was a standout player both years.
Yes.
We can say that for both clubs.
Maybe not that much Barcelona, but for definitely both stints. First stint and early part of the second stint of Atletico.
Yeah. He's a player in the league. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Because we've, as a Chelsea guy, we've definitely looked
So
He's not won the La Liga at all?
no,
Bro.
he is not. He played
Bro.
for Atletico and Barcelona during the periods that they both won the league and has never won it.
That's some like Stevie G shit.
Yeah, it's like Zlatan. That's what I call
Yeah.
it. But yeah, but 200 La Liga goals is a heck of an accomplishment. He has some Copa del Rey's, I believe, so he'd be fine.
Yeah.
But really quick in Italy, Italy, something's always happening in that league. I love that league so much. Inter won by a last-minute own goal. AC beat Roma, which is the game of the week for them. 1-0. Rafael assist, beautiful assist. Modric continues to that guy just plays like 5 steps ahead of everybody. I think he's still leading the charts as Serie A player of the season thus far in terms of average rating. But it's not lonely at the top of Syria. I'll tell you that. It's very tight. In England, set piece Arsenal keep going. Another nice 2-0.
League's over.
Yeah, no fussing, no nothing. Professional performance. Another set piece goal there. 2 headers.
The league's finished.
Yeah, it's looking. It is November, but once they get through this period into January, if they get it through it fine, then I think the league is
I've just
over.
seen enough. I think
Yeah.
the way that they're playing, the way that everybody else is playing, and also the amount of depth that they have
yeah.
acquired.
Yeah.
It upsets me because I don't think there's some men on that team that don't deserve
Oh, name them.
Noni Chukunonso
Chukunonso.
does not deserve to just wake up and Shy Havertz. When was the last time I saw him do anything of consequence on the pitch?
Gabby.
Yeah,
Gabby
Gabby
Jesus.
Jesus. What?
He has titles now.
Yeah, but what have you done for me lately?
Lately, yeah. Dex,
There's a lot of people. Yeah, okay.
Bukayo Saka.
Yeah, there's a couple of people who definitely. He just got there. Don't give me that. He's there for the picture.
Saliba and Gabriel, Raya, those three Stonewall in the back. Timba is probably the best right back in the league.
What did you just say?
Timba, defensive right back. I'll put it this way: defensive right back in the league.
Don't upset me today, okay? Don't upset me today. What you just said was very, very, very triggering. Because Reece James has been healthy for a year, and he plays right back, left back,
center mid, 6'8",
strike, dead ball specialist. When has Timba struck the ball like Reece James?
Yeah. Reece James is a better player. I think Timba is in his heyday. Reece James was. That's who I wanted in Real Madrid. He was your Carvajal. The way I feel about Carvajal in his prime is exactly actually Reece James has more because he can do the defensive and attacking job in his prime and take set pieces. Like he was, his prime is the mixture of Carvajal and Trent.
You say prime like he's dead.
Yeah, but he doesn't. He's not.
We're touch wood. If he stays healthy the way that I think he should this year, God willing, alhamdulillah, repeat after me. We're not gonna be. This is gonna be a funny conversation that we're having in a couple of months because I think the peak that you're talking about, he didn't die.
God forbid, he didn't die.
It was just a
reoccurring,
and whoever they got off of our medical team, I thank God every day because for the past 2 years, the 2 years before when we had Graham Potter and Pochettino, we could not stay fit for love nor money.
Yeah.
Now we've got like a system. Romeo Lavia, I think Enzo Maresca said Lavia is where Reece is last year. So when he's healthy, world class, the sky's the limit. But we have to be careful with his fitness right now so that we can protect the player that he's going to be in the future. I feel that. I mean, I'm just very passionate about Reece.
yeah, he's a good player. Don't get me wrong.
Apologies.
I just hope that he gets
Passion.
back to his physical best. But I want to get to Chelsea, but United really quick. They tied away at Forest 2-2. It was a decent game. United took the lead. Forest equalized, then took the lead, and Ahmad scored a beautiful goal to tie it. So United continued their unbeaten run, but their winning streak stops at 3.
Yeah, it was. You know, a result. They got a
They
result.
got a result.
I think. I mean, Forrest. I'm not saying they're the better team by any means of this. Any stretch of the imagination. But in terms of who needed the result more,
Yeah.
they definitely could have. That would have been a really important
Really,
3 points.
really good. For sure,
But good match, good result. I watched that
yeah.
last 10, 15, 20 minutes. I think of that game.
I watched the game. Yeah, it was a decent game. It was a decent Premier League game. But your Chelsea Spurs it was underwhelming. I thought it would have been more of an exciting game than that. But Chelsea did the job. Caicedo was a pit bull for the assist for João Pedro. Well, other than that, the game didn't have any plan. And I put the onus on Spurs because they're the home team and they're the supposedly exciting team, but they didn't really.
What I was gonna say is, we come to this game the same way we've come to this game the last 13 times, and we haven't lost in 13.
Yeah.
It's the same. We give the energy that we receive, especially at 3 point. I mean, White Hart Lane. And
Is it still called White Hart Lane? I think so. I think it's called.
It might be called.
I'll get the name. Go ahead. I'll get the name. Go ahead. But yeah.
Either way, we typically match the energy that we receive there, I think. And furthermore, this game was such a departure from the last 2 or 3 iterations of this matchup, largely due to who's leading the helm at Tottenham. I mean,
Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
It's lame ass. It's 3 point lane. And so however they come, if they come like high flying, just coming right at us, okay, well, we can play that as well.
Yeah.
But if we have our druthers about it, we will get our point or get our goal, and we'll close up shop. We don't need
counter, right?
Yeah, we don't need you to make us sweat and make us changing boots and stuff like that when we know we're better than you. So it was a very mature, methodical win. It was very interesting to see and hear the amount of boos, the cacophony of boos that you were hearing from the Spurs fans at home, just due to the type of play.
Yeah, even Van der Ven and Jet Spence refusing to shake their manager's hand.
Yeah. So it was palpable. And those games are always very contentious. Chelsea does not like Arsenal. That's more of like an online thing. And furthermore, I heard about, I've never been to a game, so I'm not trying to say I'm something I'm not, but I've heard that where the away fans are in the Tottenham Stadium lends itself to a little bit more friction, tension. You can see, you can hear each other. We have a good spot at the stadium, whereas at the Emirates at Arsenal, they kind of put you in
Do you know where they put you in Bernabeu?
Like in the broom yeah, in the rapture, yeah. So that's why it's like a little bit more contentious. During the game, there's only a glass divider between the fans and our team. So people are yelling at our players the entire time. Our players are giving it back to the fans. João Pedro's getting in it with everybody, and Pedro Neto. So it's just a real good old-fashioned hate.
Real good old-fashioned hate is a wild statement.
But just looking at the game, without getting too much into it, Cucurella,
that guy's a problem. He looks like he's going to be left back of the season. Him and Jet Spence.
The pocket is just full of people that he's just. I mean, Kudus and several others just try for 60, 70 minutes, and then you watch the frustration occur on that winger's face, and they start to maybe they start to get desperate. They start to try and act out. They start doing things that they're not very comfortable with to try and. I mean, if Mark Cucurella did not play for my team, he would drive me insane.
Yeah.
It's like a player who's so good at what they do. Like he reminds me of like an Antonio Rudiger or a Nemanja Vidic, in the sense that, like I said, if he's not on my team, I hate you. But you're good at what you do.
Yeah.
That stuck out to me, and obviously Moises Caicedo for that goal was unreal.
He won the ball, gave it away, won it back again, then set up the assist. It was a good.
Yeah. It was sweet. No.
Yeah, it was very good. It was very, very good. Very, very, very good. And I mean, good for João Pedro. There was one chance that he should have squared.
Yeah.
Earlier on, and
and later on, he could have had a brace. That was the first goal since August.
Yeah.
Really important, really needed to happen. I think last episode you and I discussed the fact that, or actually, no, excuse me, and I won't. I know I'm rambling. 'Cause it's much else now, but like last episode, right before the last episode, I think Chelsea had played in the EFL Cup, and they
against
ooh,
that away game that Gitten scored that
Wolves.
Wolves
I knew
away.
we were gonna shellac them, but what I told you to take stock of, and what kind of frustrated me, is because Gittins and Esteval started that game, I think.
Because Esteval scored the chip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gittins and Esteval started that game, and it was beautiful. I mean, watching them play creatively, not just run to the touchline with their head down like Garnacho and Neto do, was a sight for sore eyes. And on that goal that Caicedo scored, Caicedo won the ball from, I think it was Sar. I'm not sure.
I think it was the second time. Because the first time, I think it was Sa.
Yeah.
Then Javi Simons passed the ball back to Van der Ven, and he won it off Van der Ven.
So he won the ball from Sar, and he passed it immediately to Pedro Neto, and Neto was like,
Was stuck, yeah.
no, he had time. He had time and moments on the ball, but he just absentmindedly was like, and he just played it like wide, and Van der Ven got it, and then that's when Caicedo
went for the second press.
I
gotta do this everything around here.
So, incredible game from Moy. Made the goal happen, and yeah.
Well, yeah, it was a good game for him. A decent game. I mean, he's usually 7.5 out of 10 every game. But yeah. Lastly, I wanted to cover on the recap was the fifth Pro 11. Donnarumma goalie, no surprise. Hakimi, VVD, and Nuno Mendes. I mean, VVD probably, that's the one I was like, but who else? Marquinhos had a very strong year, you know what I mean? But I was like, because it's VVD, fine.
Yeah.
Palmer, Jude, Pedri, Vitinha. Not too mad at that either. I can't think of. I mean, you want to say João Mendes as well, but I mean, you can't be mad at that either because Jude obviously had a good season, but he didn't have a great season for him to be there over Mendes. And this is my Jude. You know how much I like Jude, but I'm just João Mendes had a great season for PSG and for Portugal. They won the Nations League as well, so. Interesting that Jude got in over him. Then front three of Yamal, Mbappe, Dembele again. They just keep slapping Rafinha in the face.
The disrespect.
They just keep slapping him in the face. I don't understand it, but hey, man, these are the issues.
These are the times.
These are the issues. But yeah, that's the recap. Player of the week was. I personally, can I make a case?
Yeah, you know where I'm at.
And I'm not sure where you're at, if you're at Moy or something. But
That's where I live.
But Anthony played a blinder for Betis. When I say blinder is a good word, right?
Yeah, it is.
Blinder for Betis. Do you know what his SOFA score was? I think they played Mallorca. Correct me if I'm wrong. Mallorca this past weekend. You know what his SOFA score was? 10.
Damn.
His total score was 10. He played,
90?
huh?
90 minutes?
Yes, he played 90 minutes, scored, they won 3-0, scored 2 goals, 2 waldies, and an assist. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, this guy might be player of the week. Because I was looking at Moy as well, to be fair, like, just because of that action, and he won a London Derby, but, and I was looking at Modric as well, but I watched Anthony, and he looked like he was getting his swagger back, the lone spell swagger back. And I'm like, I mean, Luis Diaz had a great weekend and scored 2 goals today again and got sent off, but I just wanted to give Anthony some love. What do you think?
I wasn't aware of that performance. Now that I see it, I mean, I need to go in and actually see it.
Yeah.
I can't really argue with that return on investment.
Yeah.
I mean, it's without being rude. Where's Mallorca on the table?
Mallorca is like bottom half, I believe.
Okay.
I believe, but I just wanted to give him some, like, because he was just very, very, very good.
Yeah.
Like I said, 2 beautiful goals.
Yeah.
If not for a goal that happened today, he will have won my goal of the week. If not for a goal that happened today, I mean, it was very good. It was very mature. He knew when to like try stuff. He knew when to just be direct.
Did they buy him or is it another?
They bought him, yeah.
Okay.
They bought him, yeah. So he's their player now, and you can tell like he's taking ownership of it.
Yeah.
Especially with Isco out. So Anthony.
Yeah, that's cool.
Says begrudgingly. Goal of the week. Ahmad, like I said, scored a beautiful goal against Nottingham Forest for Manchester United. Alex Carrera scored his first goal against for Real Madrid against Valencia. Beautiful shot, like top corner. Anthony was leading the race for me. His hard to choose which, but his second goal was a nice curler. But then today, Mickey van der Ven won the ball at the top of his box, runs, beats 4 players, and finishes on the other hand.
Damn.
Like, you could tell before he shot the ball, like, his teammates were behind him and like, he's not going to do this. He started, the Sonny goal against Burnley? It was further back.
Wow.
It was the same type of goal, but he was further back. He started further back.
Wow.
I'm like, that's goal of the week. That might be goal of the season for Champions League.
Must be.
Yeah, you check it out. You guys check it out. By the way, you guys, please subscribe, comment, share, please. I beg, please, come on, please help us out.
Wow.
But yeah, tell us what you guys think if Van der Ven's goal was goal of the week. If you saw better, please let us know. I'll be curious to see. But yeah, so congrats Anthony, congrats Van der Ven. Upcoming fixtures this weekend: Spurs playing United. That should be a good game at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. But the big dundada is City versus Liverpool. City versus Liverpool is always a classic in like last 7 years, I'd say 8 years, 7, 8 years.
Yeah.
It's been a classic game. Liverpool coming off of, back-to-back wins against Villa and Madrid. So good time to pick up form, like you said in the beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
That will probably be the game of the week that we'll discuss next week. And lastly, in Serie A, Inter will play Lazio. Every week, something is going on in that league. But any thoughts on City Liverpool at least?
It's not as big as it has been in the past.
For sure.
Second and third type of beat.
But it'll still be big.
Yeah, but always big, and all the eyes will be on them.
Yeah.
I'll be watching.
Yeah, we'll be watching. And we'll see, because they're both. I mean, again, Liverpool have picked up form again, but City have been kind of wishy-washy. So
Yeah. Chelsea.
we'll see. Chelsea play.
We have got
Wolves?
back tomorrow, and then Wolves on the weekend, and then it looks like there's an international break.
Yes, coming very soon.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we got Burnley after that. So.
Yeah. But yeah, very good weekend coming forward. Us, Real Madrid, are going away to Vallecano. It's always a tricky place for us to go. We've lost our fair share there, but so it'll be a good game to watch. And
I will say, playing a team twice in a week or whatever. We're playing Wolves again. It's never as
Yeah,
easy as
it's never easy.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Never
never
as easy
easy.
as it.
Who's home this time? Because you were
Um,
away
yeah, we were.
last time.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't even know how they.
you're home. You're home.
Okay. Oh,
So that's
brilliant,
good.
brilliant.
Yeah, that's good.
Cool.
Cool. Any last final
Up the Chelsea.
up the
Everybody needs to
shelves?
stay healthy. It's a long trip to Karabag. And yeah, get home safe, everybody.
Yeah. And for Xabi Alonso and Real Madrid, fix up, man. Fix up.
Yeah.
Fix up. Mbappe, you're a 9, please. Just, no, don't go back to old habits, okay? Appreciate you guys. Please, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, share, comment. Thank you guys for the support thus far. And we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Peace.
Peace.